Hello, I hope everyone is having a super fantastic day. It is day 6 of prep week, and essentially today I'm going to be going over meal prepping tips and a couple of things you should kind of think about doing once you buy your groceries. So I'm assuming that most people buy their groceries on Saturdays or Sundays, so that's why this video is going up today. And if you happen to work a different schedule than most people and you're shopping for your groceries on a different day of the week, that's fine. Just take what we've learned today and shift everything, a little bit earlier throughout the week or for your days of the week. Like make day 6 of whatever of your prep week, whatever day you need it to be, or your meal prep days, for example. So it doesn't necessarily have to run Monday to Sunday, what I'm saying. That being said, today, like I said, we're going to be talking about what to do once you get home from all of your shopping. So there's not shopping tips. I don't really have any shopping tips for you. I go in there and I know what I'm going for and I get the hell out. I try not to look around too much. I try not to go through the chip aisle at all because I out of sight, out of mind. I'm that person. If I have it there or if I see it there, I'm going to want it. So if going through the chip aisle or the whatever other else aisle you're addicted to, or the ice cream aisle, for me. So if going through those aisles, like me, if it's like you, if it makes you want to eat that stuff, then don't go through those aisles. If you know you don't need anything through there, don't go through them. That's why we have the grocery list, is so that you go shopping with purpose and then you can get the F out, because nobody wants to go shopping forever. Okay, so have your list when you go shopping, figure out, and organize your list in sections. Like, know if you need a bunch of dairy, put that at the same spot so you're not going back to the dairy aisle several times, okay? Like, put everything in sections so that you can go through sections in the grocery aisle and then get the heck out. Okay, so I guess those are my grocery shopping tips, or that's what my shopping tips, okay? And be nice, be courteous. Those are my other shopping tips, but everyone knows that because everyone's lovely. So the rest of today's video, we're basically just going to be talking about a few meal prep things that you can think about doing once you buy your groceries, because the easiest way to prep your food is basically the day you get it or the minute it comes home, because it's already out there sitting out of the fridge on the counter waiting for you to do something with it. Okay, you're either going to put it in the fridge and then have to take it out to prep it later, or you can just deal with it right now. Okay, and you don't have to prep everything, but there are several things that you can prep. So for example, things that take a little bit of time, and when you're in a rush, it's easier to grab something unhealthy. Prep those healthier things. Like, so wash your lettuce, spin the lettuce, make sure that it's dry. You don't want the lettuce to stay wet. It'll stay good for about a week, I believe. From there, you can do vegetables and fruit. So for fruit, I tend to just wash most of my fruit, put it back in the fridge. There are some fruits that I might cut in advance. So if I know I'm going to class later in the morning, I might cut an apple, but I won't cut a whole batch of apples a week in advance because I don't want them to brown. But if you happen to cut some in advance, you just put some lemon juice on it and they won't brown as fast. But for example, I'll wash all my apples, I'll wash my strawberries, my raspberries, my blueberries. I'll put them all in a container together so all of my berries are accessible. And sometimes I'll even cut the hairy tip part off the strawberry, so then I can just they're ready to go into my shake. I don't even have to cut that part off. Vegetables, you can cut the majority of your vegetables that you might need cut. So for example, you can chop onions if you know you're going to be making something. You can chop mushrooms, you can chop, I would say don't chop up your bell peppers or anything, because they're going to go slimy after a couple of days. But you could core them and just leave them as a whole pepper. Like, cut out the core, take it out, take out the shit on the inside, wash them, put them in the fridge. I half mine and I leave them in the fridge. That way, if I need to grab something quick on the go, I can just grab half a pepper and we'll run out the house. But you can also start thinking about cooking those things. So for your vegetables, you could roast a batch of vegetables, and that way you have vegetables for the week. This is probably cooking the things I would probably do on a Sunday for myself, because to make it last the whole week, or do it the day before you have to go back to work. But doing it on a Saturday is also not a bad idea. But you can do a lot of this on Saturday or Sunday. That's why I'm posting it today. So you could roast a bunch of vegetables, or say you have sausage or meat you want to do, you can cook sausage, you could roast or brown sausage, you could roast a chicken, and think of having the chicken prepped at the beginning of the week, and then you're just grabbing chicken as you go throughout the week. You can put chicken in, and that can be versatile for a lot of things, right? You can make a sandwich one day, you can put it in pasta the other day, you can just have chicken with rice the next day, or chicken with veggies, or chicken with a salad, chicken on a salad. I love chicken salad. But so think about things that you can cook in advance. Think of those recipes, because we created our recipes already and we have our foods that we want to eat. So think about how you want to eat them, and think about how you're going to prepare all that, right? Or think about the best plan of attack to prepare those recipes, because you don't want to be preparing everything the day of. What can you prep in advance of those recipes that you picked out that you picked out earlier this week, and of the food lists that you created? look at your tally sheets, look at those recipes, look at your food list, and look at the spice recipes that I posted, the dressing recipes, look at other recipes, and just figure out things that you can make in advance that are very easy. And if you're changing your recipes last minute, that's okay, because you know what? That's fine. It's not like they're set in stone. So like I said, you're cooking components of the meal, put things in the fridge, put things in containers like that you can grab easily day by day. If you know you're cooking a batch of roast vegetables and you want a bit for 5 days of a meal, then have 5 containers ready to go. So you're going to grab them right for your lunch for work. You could cook a big batch of pasta sauce, and that again can be versatile as well. You could use it for pasta sauce. You could use it for pizza another day. You can, I don't know what else you could do with pasta sauce. I'm sure you can do plenty. But also think of things like make a double batch of a lot of these things that you could also freeze. So for example, the pasta sauce you could freeze. You could freeze stew. You could even freeze chicken cacciatore. You could freeze beans. Like anything that you are making, if you have double of it, or if you have the capacity, like the pots and pans to make double and freeze some of that, because one day you're going to be busy and you're going to be like, oh, I don't feel like cooking. And then it's just going to be a matter of going into your freezer and defrosting some of that shit. Okay. So that's really convenient for your future you. Future you will really like you. Okay. Pardon me. I have like phlegm in my throat today. I believe I might be getting a little bit sick, but hopefully not. It could just be because I'm very dehydrated. I think that's actually what it is. Okay. So, the next thing I want you to think about is when you're preparing all of these foods, obviously you have to do something with your food. And I just want you to think about also regarding vegetables. I'm thinking vegetables. Cut those carrots. I hate cutting and peeling carrots last minute. So cut all them carrots right when you get them. Maybe don't peel all your carrots, but you can, peel like a handful. But anyways, what was I saying? Regarding your refrigerator and the fact that you're prepping things, like you're prepping all these things, you're making containers, you're getting things ready. Obviously you don't want to overstuff your fridge. So don't think about like packing things in there to the point where you don't even know what's in the back anymore. And if you have to do that, like make a list of what's in your fridge and put it on the fridge so that you know. Actually do that anyway, even if you can see what's in your fridge. That way, even if you're like in a rush and you're like, oh, I'm kind of hungry and I want something, you know the healthy options that are there, and it gives your brain and it gives you the opportunity to decide to go for the healthier option, because often we just don't go for it because we don't see it there. And the last thing that I want to kind of talk about is make sure that your pantry is well stocked. Like we're meal prepping, right? So you don't want to run out of something super essential right at the last minute. So like for me, I go through parsley and dried mustard like so much because it's what I put in my salad dressing, and like balsamic vinegar we go through a lot, and olive oil we go through a lot. But we also cook with olive oil sometimes, which isn't the best. I'm cooking with coconut oil more these days. But there are other like staples that you cook with, and you know that you cook with them. Make sure that you're well stocked in those things so that when it comes to prepping on Sunday and Saturday, you know you have them and you don't have to be like, well, I gotta go back to the store and pick this up, or now I have to figure out another recipe. So make sure you have those staples. That's kind of all I really wanted to say today, is just make sure that once you buy those recipes is start prepping right away. I'm going to be posting a summary of what thank you for the love. You're awesome. I'm going to be posting a summary, of what I just said, so that way you don't have to rewatch this video every time you want to do your meal prep. But I'm going to be posting a summary of what I just said, and I'll be posting other tips on meal prep and like what you should prep in advance, what you can prep in advance, specifically about like fruits and veggies, and like what you should prep first and what you should keep, and how to store things and things of that nature. Anyways, so that's it for today. I'm going to pop on tomorrow and I'll be going over kind of how to replicate this process every single week, how to replicate this every single week for success. And then I'm going to be going over a couple more tips as well, how to get inspired, how to stay organized. And again, also, if you're at a loss if you're still struggling for what to buy, and if you're still struggling for like what to make every single week, you can think of making it fun. You can do a theme night. You could do like a soup night or a pasta night or like a pizza night or something, or a lentils night or something, or like a veggie night, like a meatless night. Like it's okay to have a meatless day, right? You can get your protein out of other ways. And again, like I mentioned, plan for leftovers. Always plan for leftovers. So that way you don't have to cook 5 days a week. You only have to cook 3 meals. That's why I said only pick 3 meals, because you don't have to cook 3 meals. You could technically cook 2 really big ones and then just like mix and match items from those meals. And then, yeah. But that's all I got to say for today. Thank you for hopping on. Sorry that this video was not as early as I had hoped. My night was a bit crazier last night, and then I had to teach this morning, which is why my hair looks like this. And then now I'm actually going to go and buy some groceries myself and do some of my meal prep. That being said, thank you for hopping on. I will post that little recap for you guys. You're welcome, Tina. Thank you for hopping on live and watching this. You're the best. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? I'm here. You just have to send me a personal message if you guys need me. I'm here to help you. If you guys have any concerns or questions or you need anything cleared up, just ask. Anyways, that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will, like I said, post those tips in summary format for you. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day and good luck. And again, let me know if you have any questions. Send me your homework. Remember, to my email, or send it to me in private message if you want. And otherwise, have a great day. Bye.